Alright, YouTube. I know it's been a while since I made a video. I've been busy. Summertime. When summertime rolls around, I got a lot of stuff I do. I'm a build and flip a handful of motorcycles, ATVs, stuff like that. Anyway, I've done some gun stuff since I posted some videos, but it's not really anything I wanted to put out there. Nothing bad. I'm just making some semi-auto stuff, and I really don't want somebody to take any of my semi-auto designs and modify them to try to make something fully automatic. So I just choose not to put that stuff online. Not to say I don't trust all y'all out there, but you know how it is. Anyway, I do have a new project that I've been kind of telling you about for a while now, but I'm just now getting around to kind of getting some stuff together. Something kind of crazy and weird. And if you watch any of my other videos, you know I like weird and odd. I really don't like it. I don't see any point in building something that's already out there. Yeah, I can just go get it if it's already out there. Plus, I like having something that's a little different and cool, so I can be the only one that has it. Anyway, it's another shotgun, chambered in 410. I'm kind of partial to 410s. I'm sure you guys noticed that. Mostly because the weight. You know, you can do something kind of crazy and cool with 410, and you can really cut down the weight quite a bit as you can with a 12 gauge. Anyway, this is 410 barrels that I have made. I have machined these parts here, these plates on the end. I machined them down. They're all silver soldered right now. Here's the other side. It's the chamber side. And what's going to happen, they're 19 inches long in total. What's going to happen is that center hole right there lines up with this one right here in the front of this one. It's going to have a rod through the center of it. And I'm going to put a couple switchbacks right here on the end. And this is going to be a pump action revolving barrel shotgun. Sounds complicated. It is complicated. It's taken me a while to kind of work out the math and the geometry of how I want to do this. It's going to clock with the pump action. It's going to clock the barrel and cock the hammer. It's going to be floating firing pin, single hammer, exposed hammer. So that's simple. That's easy. Any of y'all out there that have done any firearm building at all, you know how easy that is to do. The hardest part with this really was to get these things exactly straight in line with each other. Now these two plates, I welded these together, machined these two identical. So there's no differentiation between these two. Now the problem is getting these two, all four of these barrels in here without having them twist and lock and keeping them straight and in line. Well, that was a problem, which is why I ended up silver soldering this as opposed to welding it. I know I preach quite a bit about don't silver solder your shotguns because it's just not that strong. But this is holding these barrels together, and it's holding these pieces in place on the end. It's not holding this thing from going forward and backwards. That is going to be that center rod that's going to have bushings on both sides. That's what's going to be holding these things to the firearm. So the silver solder, there's no fail point there. It's basically just holding these plates here on the barrels. Anyway, and silver solder is plenty strong. Unless you really know what you're doing with it, it's real easy to overheat it and get some porosity in it and not get a real good bond. And if you're firing off a pretty high-powered weapon, as far as I know, shotguns don't have a lot of pressure in them, but man, if you slap together a 12 gauge and fire that thing off, and you're not absolutely 100% positive about all your joints, all your welds, you're gonna end up having some problems. And that's part of the reason why I don't do a lot of videos about some of the breakdown and how-to stuff, because the guys that already kind of know what they're doing, they don't need the breakdown and the how-to. They see what I'm doing, they can run off and do it. So anyway, that pissing y'all off, I really apologize. That ain't what I'm trying to do here. Anyway, I'll keep y'all posted. I'm kind of going off on a little ramble here. I'm hoping to have the mechanism, what I'm going to call the skeleton, because I'm going to do a wood forward stock, wood rear stock, metal frame in the center. Probably two side plates, like I did that 12 gauge. Everybody commenting on my stuff saying it looks steampunk, and I admit it does. I'm not going for that look, and I definitely don't like the steampunk thing. So I'm going to try to consciously steer away from that with this build. I know I've got 4 barrels sitting here in a rotating fashion, so I'm already heading in that direction. But I'm going to try as hard as I can to make it look a little more early military style. It's kind of what I'm going for on this. Anyway, it's obnoxious. It doesn't need to exist. There's no reason to have a 4-barreled shotgun. But I just really wanted one. So I'll keep y'all posted. I'll actually draw up some of the prints in more of a professional fashion, and I'll post those on my next video too, so you can see the overall of what I'm going for. Because this is gonna end up being a 4 or 5 part deal getting this thing together. I've got all the geometry and everything figured out on the clocking and how I want the pump action. um, Essentially taking the idea from some of the old Henrys and kind of re-engineering it a little bit. Even though I know Henry didn't make a pump, they made a real good mechanism that can be modified. And I'm gonna kind of take that idea and run with it. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I'll let y'all go. I appreciate y'all watching, and I just see that I got a whole lot of new subscribers, and I appreciate every single one of you guys out there watching it. If you don't like my videos, let me know. If you want to see something new, let me know. I'll start getting a bunch of stuff posted here again like I was before. Thanks, y'all.